Hey, good morning. This is Bob Miller at Fiesta Island, and today's 348, where I practice gratitude success by naming at least one person every single day. Now, it's freezing out here this morning. I'm sitting there next to Andy, the guru of Fiesta Island here, and I'll show you him right before I close up. But the other day I posted something on my Facebook wall about requesting prayers for a person, a lady who I had just met through Jules Dvorak, and her daughter had a stroke. She's 32 years old. And I asked people to send thoughts and prayers to her. And the overwhelming response, I mean, it was overwhelming. It was just so amazing that people who don't even know her just went out of your way to say these nice things and offer prayers and thoughts. And it's just so cool. I'm just so grateful to have so many people like you in my life that I can just, at the drop of a hat, just ask for something like that. And then, bingo, you're there to support them. It's just amazing. I'm surrounded by people who are just doing incredible things all the time. Now, I'm also on a call every single morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. See, for me, it's easy to stay like this, to stay in gratitude, in love, and just appreciate things because I purposely surrounded myself with people like you who are always there to lift other people up. When you are around people like this, it's just amazing how your life just becomes kind of like that. So I'm on this call 8 o'clock in the morning. It's part of a team that we're on. It's all about building a happy, healthy, wealthy lifestyle. And if you want more information, just ask me on Facebook. But it's 8 o'clock in the morning Pacific time, so 11 o'clock Eastern time. It's 10 minutes, and Dr. Doug Firebaugh, and guy has just got so much charisma and power to his listening to him. And he also has Angel Balichowski and Jackson Kelly. They alternate. They also come on and say cool things. But yesterday he was talking about living an extraordinary life. And he said there's three types of people. There's your ordinary, regular people like most of us. There's your extraordinary people, and then there's legendary people. And how do you become legendary? Well, ordinary people who just do extraordinary things become, well, that's extraordinary. They do extraordinary things. And then there's people who just do extraordinary things a lot. When extraordinary people start doing extraordinary things a lot, it becomes legendary. And a lady that I want to mention right now falls into the category. Now, when I mention her name, she's probably going to get embarrassed because she's not the kind of a person that goes out of her way to do things like that. But Angela Markley Cerda has been a friend of mine for about 5 years on Facebook, and she's a stroke survivor. And Angie's and I've mentioned this before, but she's adopted 5 children. The first one at age 17 years old. Who does that? You don't do it. A 17-year-old girl's not thinking about adopting children. They're just not. They just don't. That's not something that they do. But the reason I'm mentioning her today is because she posted something yesterday on her Facebook wall about just asking for prayers for people who lost their health, their family members. And I know 2 people in our little circle that lost family members this year, lost their jobs, their relationships, their homes. And I shared her whole little prayer request on my Facebook wall this morning. Check it out. But I mean, there's probably not many more people that do more extraordinary things that I have met than Angie. But you also have the extraordinariness inside of you. And probably the best way to do that, to culture it, to get it to come out, is to hang around with more extraordinary people. Hang around. You just pick people on my Facebook wall. Pick out 5 or 6 people and start just hanging around with them. You're not going to see any negativity. We all have our ups. We all have our downs. We get up days. We get down days. But the people generally that I hang around with are amazing people. And you are one of those people. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You're not seeing this video by accident. Maybe you are. Maybe you just bumped across it. But chances are you're not seeing this video by accident. Chances are you are purposely here, and you're doing amazing things, and I appreciate that. And you can continue. Now, one of the things that I like to do, I create acronyms that help me to stay on focus. Now, I lost my little card, my index card, but I write down an acronym called GAILS, GAIELS. And every letter means something to me, and I carry it around with me, and I look at it, and I add to it, and I do things. So the G stands for grow. Every day I can grow. Of course, it means gratitude as well. But then the A is appreciate. Every day I can appreciate things that are around me, people, things around me. The I is to imagine yourself already being in possession of whatever it is that you're looking for, to feel whatever that is. If you want to grow, you want to build a business, you want to create something, and you want to manifest something in your life, you can imagine that happening in your life before it even takes place. The E is to expand. Every day we can expand our life. We can grow. We can appreciate. We can imagine. We can expand. And the L is to learn, to love, and to laugh. And the S is to surround yourself with people that are going to support you on your journey, and then share that. So for me, if those things mean that much to me, that I always put myself right there. Now, probably maybe my biggest passion is to help inspire people to have more confidence in their life. I love to find people that are doing things and say, hey, look at that person, look what they're doing, and then show other people that you can do the same thing. You can live an extraordinary life. You can even have a legendary life if you continue to do extraordinary things. Just keep doing things. There's no such thing as failure. You cannot fail. Failure is nothing but feedback that maybe what you're doing wasn't the right thing. You can always grow. You can always appreciate. You can always improve. You can always just imagine how good your life can be. You can expand. You can learn. You can love. You can laugh, and you can surround yourself with people who are already doing it, and just keep doing the same thing. But you are amazing. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful that you are in my life. And one other person I want to mention today too is Jessica Hellwig Spear. Jessica, her son Brandon had a stroke before he was born, and she shared something. She's got a group called the World Stroke Pediatric Association. Check her out. And she also shared something yesterday, which I shared this morning on my walls, about doing yoga for stroke survivors. I've done it. It's great. It'll help people out. But there's another extraordinary person who just continues to do things. Now, people like Jessica, people like Angie, they can't help it. It just comes from them, because they pour into it. They come up with their love of God, and it just comes to them, through them, and it comes from them. They can't help it, So you can go there too. You can do the same thing. You can just tap into your spirit, your source. That's good. That's love. That's God. Let it come into you, and then just look for ways that you can pour out. And you're doing it right now. You're doing it by praying for this person yesterday. Anyways, the lady is doing a lot better right now too. The girl's doing a lot better. She's out of the ICU and she's recovering nicely. So thank you so much for all your prayers and support. So I'll see you tomorrow on day 349. Thank you. I love you, and I'm really grateful for you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.